We are starting our general procedure, removing the old gel. I'm not removing the full gel, I remove only the color. I leave the base and I remove the lifting parts if necessary, if there is a lifting. I'm going to show the sample only on one nail at the moment. Now I'm going to show cuticle here. So I'm using my drill bit to remove the cuticle and pterygium underneath of the cuticle. I go through the whole part of the nail from the left to right. I'm going to use scissors to remove the cuticle as a one full piece. I don't cut small pieces piece by piece because if this going to break the skin and it's going to affect our work in future. I remove all the parts which are white and which are dry. As you can see, I'm removing in front of the nail as well, on the side of the nail, not only the cuticle itself. Sometimes I'm using the pusher and use the bit again to pick up the cuticle. Depends from the condition of the cuticle. Sometimes I use the opposite part of the pusher to clean the pterygium, the white skin underneath. And again the scissors. So there is a people who has a different type of cuticles. We're going to make a different video about the different type of cuticles, so you can see the difference between them and see how to work on each type of cuticle. I'm using file in front of the nail, and I'm using the soft part of the nail file to remove the thickness, because we cut the nail and we're removing the thickness. At the moment I didn't remove whole piece of gel and stick the tip on top of the gel. It's actually not the best way to stick the tip, but we're just demonstrating how to stick the tip. I put quite a lot of glue on the tip and sticked it in front, and I check is there no bubbles left between my nail and between the tip which I sticked on. There is no bubble, so I carry on. After some time, as soon as the tip, the glue dried and the tip sticked well, I start filing it down. We are not going to cut our tip, we're going to keep the length, we're just going to shape. I'm going to buff the tip to make sure that there is no shiny parts left behind, and I don't want to see the difference between original nail and the tip. So I remove that little step between the tip and the nail by filing it down. because we are doing a square shape, I'm going to check the parallels. So I put my file parallel to the nail. As you can see on the left and right, I always put my file very straight to make a parallel path. I'm going to fill up now that space between the natural nail and the tip to make sure what nail is strong enough. I'm using rubber base, as you can see on the video, and I'm going to build the arch. Rubber base is very thick material, not as thick as a builder gel, but thicker than general base. And now we're going to build the arch with the rubber base. So I'm putting the thick dot, I'm moving my brush, and then I'm going to help to fill up the sides with a thin brush. I'm not, I wasn't keen on the shape very much before I applied the product. I'm going to be keen on the shape more than I'm going to file product down. Filling up all the corners, which I couldn't fill up with the thick brush. If something came on top of the skin, I'm removing it. I don't want anything on the skin because in future it will give me liftings. As you can see, we built the arch, and now we're going to dry our product. For the long nails, it's very important to build the arch because it will help us to not bend down the nails every time we do some work, and it's never gonna break. So we must avoid thinning of the nail in front and at the back. Near the cuticle, it must be very thin. I'm carry on with the filing of the shape of the nail. I'm removing thickness on the sides. Then I'm going on the middle and close to the cuticle and going on another side. Here left a little part which is not filled up. You can see it's a shiny compared to the rest of the nail. So I'm going to put extra product on that part. I'm going to use drill bit to remove the nail underneath. I don't want the nail look like if it's growing down. So I'm making the shape roundish, like it's a formed build nail. So I'm going to remove the tip because tip is quite flat. So I don't like that flatness. I'm making it look like it's a build and it has a curve underneath. That's why I'm working with the drill bit underneath. I'm going to dry and filing again to make that part which we filled up smooth. Which when I'm looking in front of the nail, there is no difference between left and right part of the nail, so the thickness is the same on the left and on the right. Every time I'm doing filing, I'm looking at my nails in front on the sides to make sure that the sides are the same and the thickness is all over the same. What there is no bubbles, there is no thick nail on right or on the left. I always work with my drill bit to make sure the thickness is good enough. I'm not going to do color application, but I'm going to show how to apply mirror powder or chrome powder, whatever you like it to call. I'm applying non-wipe top coat to make it nice and smooth. And now I'm going to use two types of chrome powder, two colors of chrome powder, and I'm going to show how to make blended in colors with the different colors. So I'm going to use that maroonish color and greenish mirror powder, and you can see how easy it to blend it in to each other. So you can try and practice with different colors as well. And see, sometimes with I do it with the gold and silver, which looks also beautiful. Sometimes with the black and red. You can also apply it on top of the color itself, like if you apply maroon color and put the blue mirror powder on top of it, just a half to blend it in. It also looks beautiful. So the end of the result looks quite well. The nail look transparent, it's in fashion at the moment. And at the end I'm applying the non-wipe top coat again. I'm going to apply another layer of top coat, but before I do that, I'm going to show how to use the foils. This is one of the popular designs at the moment by my salon. I'm applying foil gel, as you can see on the video. I dry it for 30 seconds in the UV light. Then just I will take a little flower or little pattern which I want to apply on part of the nail. Just stick it easily and pull it out. And there you go. This is a beautiful flower on top of the nail. And it's matching so well together because the blended colors which we have on the flower and on the nail are the same. At the top, I'm applying non-wipe top coat to make sure that our foil pattern is also going to stand well and not gonna come off. That's it. It's very easy to use and very quick when you don't have enough time between your clients. And at the end of my work, I always apply the cuticle oil. cuticle oil is very important for the clients. Cuticle oil improve the cuticle and the nail bed. Plus, we worked a lot with the file. We made the skin dry around, so it's important to moisturize it as well.